What's up? Philly Uncensored Sports Podcast slash Knicks Podcast slash Pacers Podcast is in the building. Just Sir Ephraim and Tim tonight. I think that's all we're gonna get. I don't know. I know Ethan on vacation, Wayne fraud. He said he was gonna be here, but I think he's still in his feelings over the Sixers loss. Which is understandable, but he was trying to tell us that he wasn't in his feelings, but obviously he's in his feelings. But that's neither here nor there. Great game until it wasn't. All the way down to the end. New York, nothing else. Listen, I know y'all hated that call. Yes. You know we did. And I'm not. The thing about it is, I have no vested interest right now in who wins. I'm not rooting against you. I'm really not. I'm just actually liking a very good basketball game between the two. But it's the same thing I said with the Sixers game. I hate to see a good game come down to something that phony. It was a couple very suspect calls, which was completely topped off by that one with Turner. I mean, come on. You call an illegal screen on that play at that point in the game with like 10, 12, was it 15 seconds left, somewhere around there, which is possibly going to be maybe the last shot of the game. You call that down by one like that? That's atrocious to me, bro. It's bad enough you got him earlier on the play that you said was a kick ball and it wasn't when Bull got his hand on it, so they lost that call. Brunson getting listen. I told y'all this. I told y'all X-Men. I told y'all this. I told this against the Sixers loss. Nobody wanted to hear me. I was girling. I said Brunson was getting paraded to the line, and Brunson's a baller. Nobody hating on that, but he's continuing to get paraded to the line. I mean, on ticky-tack stuff. And the play, I know Tim might want to get in. The play that actually, to me, was probably the most egregious of them all was the reversal of the foul on Brunson. He jumped in the air. I think it was Obi Toppin. He collided at the rim. They called the foul, reviewed it, and then said it wasn't a foul. I said, yo, what world am I living in when you can literally jump into somebody in the air and not get the foul call? Like that, even the announcers was speechless after they reversed the call. They legitimately said, I have no idea what's going on with these instant replays. I have no idea what's going on. You see it clearly, and then you bro. Listen, like I said, I have no vested interest. I don't. It's not even like I want to see the Knicks lose. I really don't. My youngest son, he wanted to see. He can't stand the Knicks. He was crying after this loss. He want the Knicks to lose bad. He rooting against them. I'm really not. I just like the good game, but the refs did it again, bro. They did it again. Greg Perry, what's up, bro? Go ahead, Tim. What you guys say?
I just want people to understand where I'm coming from. I love New York. I grew up a Knicks fan. Me and my wife, we go every year. We spend a weekend in New York. We just stay somewhere in the city and we just hang out there with, whether we go to concerts, plays, movies, whatever, the whole nine. That's how much I love the city of New York. But cheating is cheating. And they cheated. I mean, first of all, DiVincenzo, the way he fell back, he needs to be on bro. But that was not a foul. And then Brunson did the exact same thing. He falls back, and the refs just automatically blow the whistle. I mean, it was so many suspect calls. But with all that being said, it was a really good game between both teams.
He is y'all B. Brenton is definitely y'all B. Go ahead, Tim. Yeah,
the heart and soul of that squad, though, is them Villanova Bulls, and everybody everybody has a shot at it because Josh Hart hit every key bucket in that game. Whenever the Pacers was going on some type of run, Josh Hart would either get an offensive rebound and a putback, hit a big time 3-pointer, or just get that rebound and push it out to somebody. Josh Hart is like the soul of that squad. But then you got Brunson, who anything right now, he just in the zone. Right now, if we was going to do the MVP of the NBA right now, it's a toss-up between him and Edwards. As far not the MVP of the playoffs, it's between Anthony Edwards, and Brunson. But both of them are completely balling out, man. I mean, but those Villanova three, I think they got enough.
Incredible.
They got enough to win it My only concern is Boston got a lot of 3-point shooting, and I don't know if they got the shooters. But as far as the will and the hustle, New York is just different right now.
Yeah, Hart was 9 for 13, 69%. What I actually liked about this game for the most part, outside of DiVincenzo and OG, nobody really shot the three that much. Hart only shot 1 3. Brunson only shot 4 threes. McBride got in the game. He only played 10 minutes. He shot 1 3. It wasn't a lot of total threes. What was the total three count? The total three count was 23 3-pointers. I mean, that's under what they were shooting against us. It was around 28 to 30, close to 30 a game. So I mean, they kind of went more straight to the cup. A lot of time, a lot of plays with layups and dunks. Yeah. That dunk that dunk Obi Toppin had was crazy. I can't believe that ball went for under the leg dunk on a fast break
contest again.
That joint was crazy. I screamed I was like, oh, like I didn't expect that joint to happen. I need to be commentating one of these games too. I'm gonna go live one day and just give y'all my color commentary. But a Phil W, are you talking about the play when he hit it? When they called a kick and he smacked it with his hand? That's what you say. Why Indy couldn't challenge? I don't know. I didn't know that was the rule. Like you can't challenge a kick ball call. Like when did that happen?
It's a turnover. So why couldn't you challenge it?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe that's one of the calls you can't. I don't understand why you can't over challenge or challenge a call whether it's called a kick ball or not. That's crazy to me. But they said they couldn't challenge it. They didn't let him challenge it, I guess. So yeah, TJ. Listen, TJ. Let's be clear about this TJ because I'm getting a lot of hype. TJ is playing good. He's doing well with the opportunity he's been given. But TJ had a lot of years to get it right. He was here and started with us for 2 years. He was here with us, I think, for the Sixers for a total of like 4 or 5 years.
Yeah.
Then he went to Indiana. He was like under no threat of being let go. They just let him hoop. You know what I mean? Like a lot of ballers, it's almost like you say a quarterback. When the coaching staff got confidence in, they say, yo, listen, just go make your mistakes, go play football. You not going nowhere. Play loose. You play a lot more looser with confidence. Somebody got confidence in you. All the organizations TJ played for, I mean, he was fortunate enough to have him give confidence in him and just let him hoop. He did his thing though. I can't hate on him. He did his thing, but it's something about having confidence or your coaching staff having confidence in you as a player that lets you play freely and then play with confidence and be a better player. And he took advantage of the opportunity. Don't get me wrong, but
there's no scouting report. You're not doing any scouting on TJ. Also, it's like there is no. When they give out the papers of the top 3 people that you need to look at, they're not going to. TJ is not there on that list, but they will see all the sneaky stuff that TJ does. That's going to come out on the tape when they review the tape. When they sit down and look at the tape tomorrow, and because on that off day, they're going to see, okay, this is what TJ doing. TJ likes to when the ball's about to be inbound, he likes to grab it and do that real sneak. That's not going to work game 2 through 7, but they'll catch you the first time because there's nobody scouting TJ. Well, I mean, I can't hate on him. He did put up 18 points. He had a good game, so I'm not going to hate on him. But the little things that he do only works the first time around because there's no scouting him. But
listen, you talk about Brunson can't guard him. He can't guard Brunson. You know what this remind me of? It remind me a little bit of the Golden State Warriors. Remember we played Steph my man, so I gotta say when they played Cleveland. And they had, and Kyrie and Love got hurt, and they had Dellavedova in the game, and Dellavedova was like the first 2 games, he all over Curry, and everybody like, oh, he's shutting Curry down, he doing this, and then Curry just started roasting them game 3 through 6. It just became a bloodbath at that point, to the point where, what's his name, J.R. Smith said in the podcast that Dellavedova almost died trying to go. He's like, literally, I'm not playing. Like they had to give him an IV in the locker room. I mean, and I give Dellavedova props. Like that's giving it your all. You know what I mean? Like you literally gave it your all to the point that you almost collapsed on the basketball court. I got respect for that. But the reality is the cream rises to the top, and Brunson is the cream, and he rises to the top, bro. He rises to the top. Ain't no TJ. Ain't enough TJs in the world to stop that boy Jalen Brunson right now. He on another level.
It says rest bailed us out. What's this? Like nothing else. It says ref bailed us out.
New York, nothing else.
Oh, New York. Okay, my fault. I said night. West Belt is out. They will give Indy a game this series in a similar fashion. Our activity makes it tough on the refs. I agree. The refs are gonna make it up, but man, it wasn't fair because it was a good game the entire game. Just let the best team win. I actually think this is a pretty good matchup. At first, I was looking at New York being totally. I thought they was going to win maybe a 5.
Me too.
May very well go 6 or 7.
Listen, I go ahead. I'm sorry, my fault.
And I got a lot of appreciation for the boy Miles Turner too. He's a really good center, man. I mean, I wouldn't mind having him on our squad.
Okay, go ahead and do that. Go ahead. You have him over here. Who you taking him over?
Miles Turner is nice.
Okay, go ahead. Is that what you said in the chat? What was you saying in the chat?
I would say he was nice.
Okay. Okay. I want you to say it on here, what you were saying in there. I like the boy Lonnie Walker. He actually ain't bad. Who was that? Somebody asked me about Lonnie Walker. The jaw went up. I gotta scroll back and see what you're saying. You said Lonnie Walker over who? Over Oubre? I can't say I watched him enough to say I'll take him over Oubre right now. I'm not going to say that yet. Over Tobias Harris for sure. Over Oubre
from Brooklyn.
Yeah,
I like it. He shoot when he gets hot. He could be a difference maker.
I mean, are you taking him over Oubre though?
I don't know. I don't remember his activity as far as being athletic because Oubre is athletic, but as far as pure shooting, he hit money baskets.
I mean, we could discuss that. We could discuss that a little later, but I do want to discuss this Indiana game more. New York over nothing else. I give you respect. I respect the fan who could say, "Yo, the refs needle and thread." They gave us the needle and thread award tonight. They sold it up for us. That I could respect that because they really, really did. This series. I think this series is going. I think the series may go 7. It's going to be. Somebody said the Sixers was a championship fight, but they're going to walk through Indiana. I don't think y'all going to walk through Indiana. The difference between the Sixers and Indiana is the Sixers are top heavy star power. We got Maxey, we got B, and then we got Oubre who come to play now and then. Indiana got a lot of solid players that's going. Look. Even I was looking at the stats, so let me go back to the stats again, because y'all ain't get really no bench activity from New York.
He got 3 points on the bench.
Yeah, y'all ain't get hardly nothing from New York from y'all bench at all. On the other hand, whatchamacallit? No, not my NBA app acting stupid. I just had it up here too.
They got 46 points on the bench.
Yeah, they had all kind of bulls. Here you go. They had Indiana off the bench. They had Toppin 12 points, TJ 18, Jackson 8, Shepard 8. I mean, then they got Siakam. He's okay, but he could do a little something. I know y'all a little higher on Siakam than I am. I'm not that high on Siakam, to be honest with you. But he's a solid piece enough. He shot 50% from the field, or maybe a little less than 50. He ended with 50%, 8 for 16, 19 points. Miles Turner, obviously. And Halliburton played like trash. I agree. He didn't play well at all. So
I think his back was hurting him, though. I think he's still like under.
Possibly. I think he should have been a little bit more aggressive, though. He passed too much a little bit for me. He settled for the shots he took. He was settling for the 3. But like you said, maybe that has something to do with the back or whatever.
Yeah.
Ethan, what you been saying for years? He quoting somebody that says something. Let's go back. Kane, watching that Sixers game needs to get younger and more athletic. Tie these older, unathletic players Murray brings in. Kane, that's what we said. That's what we were saying about starting the boy Ricky Council and all that. You had to get some youth in there and turn it up a little bit. Somebody DX Relish, it was Brunson stopping in front of people again. Yeah, the way he did that, irritated me. Hold on. The way he did that kind of irritated me when he was doing that against the Sixers. I think Toby with one, and then he got the Bull Batum for another one. That joint was kind of mad irritating. But I don't think that happened today. He kind of was just, he got a couple ticky-tack calls against the dude. What was his name? What was that? But how you say that boy name? Nemhard. He got a couple ticky-tack ones against Nemhard that sent him to the line. That was kind of corny. But it was like I'm not even. It's not the foul calls all throughout the game. They was a little irritating, but Pacers got a couple Jones that down there that could have went either way. Those couple at the end in those crunch minutes was egregious. You cannot call moving screen with 14, 15 seconds left in the game. You just can't do that. And when you ain't been called that all, the announcer's like, yo, you ain't call that, forget all game. You don't call that call all year. And you call that at that moment. Come on, bro. Stop.
That's why the announcers, that was their whole thing. They knew it was egregious. They know. So the league wants what they want. They want Boston Knicks. So that's what they want. That's what we're gonna get to.
I agree. Go ahead.
The Knicks they don't have that big scoring bunch, but they do make key baskets. And they coach really well, man. I can't hate on them. The more I see them, I see when they need a basket, somebody steps up, and it's usually one of them 3 Villanova guys. One of them steps up. And the crazy part about it is we could have picked any one of them. All 3 of them we could have had.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. That's the reality. Listen, we could have had the next level of Villanova Bulls because we could have had Mikal Bridges in here too. So we could have had. Oh man, we just missed out.
They was in our backyard. That's what I'm talking about. We've seen them. They played their games. That big time games was right there at Wells Fargo Center.
Sad, real sad. Nenga Iboka. He said Knicks had a call go against them in the finals against the Rockets many years ago. Oh, you digging in the crates now? Listen, I know them calls still hurt. You still remember some of them calls. I'll give you that. But this one tonight. I know the Pacers fans is. I can imagine. I'm actually about to tune in. I'm tired, but I think I might tune in one day podcast just to see what they said. I know they going through it right now.
I know.
Because you just don't make that call. Thank you, Greg Prey. Hit them likes. Get them likes up. You just don't make that call at that point in the game. You just don't do that. It's unconscionable. I might make it a word here, but you just don't do it. You let the players decide, unless it's an egregious play. Somebody get grabbed, somebody get pulled. Other than that, you just swallow the whistle. Swallow the whistle. Let them play. Let the players decide the game, and then we could really see the game end the way it's supposed to end. DB Berry Sports. He said, "Hey, everybody, happy Monday." Yep, what's up? Happy Monday. It is good. Monday is always a good day. It's bad that you gotta go back to work, but it's a good day to be alive.
Exactly.
Every day is a gift. Take it for what it is. But what you think the series is going? You think it's going 7 between these two?
It has the potential to grow 7. Because first, Rick Carlisle is a very, very, very good coach. I think he's kind of underestimated underrated, I should say. But yeah, I can see it going at least 6. It ain't going less than 6. I think the Knicks is going to. They probably get the next game. And I think the Pacers are going to win that 2 at home. It's going to come down to the refs push them over the edge, giving that that little push, and Knicks going to be in the Eastern Conference Finals. That's how I see it. But what you think?
Yeah, I mean, I think Knicks right. It's hard for the league. You got to remember this thing. I don't want to push the narrative that the league is like 100% behind the Knicks and moving them, but they making it real hard for me.
I'll push it.
The league,
you don't push it. It's real. There's no shade.
They're making it real hard for me not to say it, because it's like when you see, but it was at least 3 calls coming down the stretch that was borderline atrocious. That's borderline atrocious. So at a certain point, it's like, man, is this what y'all want? I mean, it's clearly New York market is head and shoulders above Indiana. This we know. A New York-Boston matchup would be the league's. It would be the best thing to happen to the league.
Yeah.
It'd be the best thing to happen to the league in years outside of a LeBron Curry matchup in the Western Conference Finals. It will be gravy. So, yeah, is that favorable for the league? Yes. This is why, in my opinion, the league needs to be cautious and have their officials be like, yo, don't do nothing stupid like that at the end of the game, because it automatically, like, you don't know, it wasn't a guarantee Indiana was going to score. It wasn't like they was up.
But
Indiana still had to make the bucket.
Well, even think big picture. Now, that's why I said I think the owners is in on it too, because right now they're negotiating a deal with NBC, all the major networks, all the broadcast networks. Right now, this is the final year of that deal. NBC wants to get back into the game of having NBA basketball. So now, if all the owners, they care mostly about the money. Everybody, there's only going to be one NBA champion. So if they can force the ratings of New York City, you know how New York is going to go, and then you got another key market of Boston. It's bigger than basketball. This is about a $2 billion deal that's coming down with NBC and Turner Sports, that they're bidding for that contract to broadcast these games. So I already know how it's going to end. If you're a betting man, put your money on the Knicks this series, because they're going to win this series.
That's how I feel why Kansas City beat Baltimore. Baltimore got robbed against Kansas City in that playoffs. Yeah. But everybody knew that if you put Kansas City in the Super Bowl with Taylor Swift sitting in the bleachers, that was automatically going to add 20, 30 million more eyes to your TV.
Yep.
It was no way Baltimore was winning that game. I don't care if they played 100% perfect. They was going to find a way to make sure Kansas City got in the Super Bowl. Trust me when I tell you, especially when Taylor Swift and that boy started talking. I can't say it no better than that. But I like to watch sports with the mindset that is not predetermined. That is no trickery, you know what I mean? Nobody pulling the strings, there's no foolishness behind it. I like to watch with that peace of mind. My wife tells me I'm insane. She comes to me all the time and be like, yo, listen, you know this game is already set up, right? You know the winner is already predetermined. I can't tell myself that, because if I tell myself that, I can't enjoyably watch the game. It defeats the purpose. But it's stuff like this that irritates me so much that I can't help but say it gotta be some tomfoolery going on. SS relabeled, LeBron Curry still is a huge. Listen, LeBron Curry have a huge fan base. They almost just as rabid as the Kobe fan base. So no matter how long Kobe gonna be going for the game, Kobe gonna have diehard fans, that anything with Kobe name on it attached, they gonna be there. The same thing with LeBron and Curry. Trust me when I tell you, the LeBron Curry fan base is rabid, and they still got a lot of eyes on the TV screen. A lot of people still like Curry. But Greg Perry, and listen, I don't want to believe it's the WWE. I don't want to believe it. That's why I can't tell myself that the NBA is going to put the Knicks in the Eastern Conference Finals, because if I tell myself that, then what's the point of me watching it, and how can I fully enjoy it if I know the outcome is predetermined? So
Boston and Knicks, they may let that be and just let that be a good series. They might extend it and maybe the best team win, because Boston is a huge market as well.
Yeah.
But before we jump the gun, I do want to say I do think that the Pacers, they do got a shot. They coach very well. Any point guard that plays for Rick Carlisle, you're gonna get off. That's another reason why TJ is having a good season, because Rick Carlisle keep the ball in the point guard's hand. You know how he did with when he was in Dallas, and Luka was having them fabulous years under him. And then you go right back to then Halliburton get under him, and he's having a great series. And then look at a great career under him right now. And then you got TJ had a great game.
They did.
Yeah, so I mean, and then they got big men, because we remember what hurt us most playing the Knicks last series was we couldn't rebound. They got a bunch of good rebounders, offensive rebounders. They actually can match what New York is doing on offense. They can do the same thing. So I mean, that's why I think the series is going to be really, really tight. But,
yeah, I agree. I think it's going to be a good series. I mean, I got to give my fault before you go. I got to give credit to, outside of the obvious. I do got to give Brunson props. He had some huge shots. DiVincenzo was on the money. He exploded in this game.
Yep.
Gosh, Hart was balling out of his mind.
Again,
OG still doing his thing. I mean, OG. Imagine if Sixers had OG instead of Toby. Like, imagine that for a moment. Just let your brain stroke on this.
I don't want.
Or imagine if we had Mikal Bridges over Toby like that. The humanity. But yeah, I mean, Knicks did their thing. Knicks played well. Both teams actually played good enough to win, and that's what kind of hurts. Somebody got to lose, and you just don't want to see the referee affect the game like this. You just don't want to see that, man. Stop it. Stop. Get out the game. They either tell these refs, for real, put the whistle in your back pocket in the last 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Put it in your back pocket. Some of these boys is too tempted, I think, to blow the whistle, especially too. And Greg, you mentioned this, Greg Perry. It is some of that is home court advantage as well. Some of that stuff, the refs getting trolled by the fans all night. Call the call. You suck. You an idiot. Blah blah blah. After a while, it's going to tickle your mind just enough for you to be a little bit more quick triggered with the home team than with the away team. Because when you make the call that everybody cheering you, yeah, that's right, ref. Yeah, you saw you. They give you all these props, and you don't want to hear them say on the backhand. You don't want to hear them come at your neck. So you're a little bit more apt to give the home team the call. But with that being said, you still a ref. You got to do your job and swallow the whistle in the last 5 minutes. Just put it in your back pocket. But the Joel tweeted back he coming to the Knicks. It
was just like a laugh. He just put LOL because I guess he was laughing at the bogus calls that came through.
Yeah.
I didn't see the dunk. I gotta take a look at it. I didn't see the dunk. Lonnie did on Joel. I do want to briefly talk about the Denver series that they got going on.
They said Minnesota is putting toe to tail right now too. By the way, let me check the score. Right now, the score is Minnesota up 20, bruh.
Oh, really?
47-28.
The reason why I wanted to bring it up because I said that Denver was going to lose the series, but now I feel like I might be right. But go Rudy Gobert.
Towns is the one killing him. Towns got 18. Anthony Edwards only got 6 so far.
No, Towns, and by the way, he had the same surgery that Joel had only a month later.
And Rudy Gobert didn't even play tonight.
That's my statement I'm making.
Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
So Rudy Gobert, he had a child early this morning, and he took the day off so that he could chill with his newborn. Now this game is at 10 o'clock. Now the flight to Denver from Minnesota is about 2 hours. Are you okay with him not being at today's game?
Is it his first child?
His first child. It's a playoff game.
He was there for the. I mean, as long as you're there for the pregnancy, I think you can skate out after you're there for the pregnancy.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, for the pregnancy, he was there for the pregnancy.
He was there for the
birth.
He better be there for the pregnancy.
He was definitely there for the pregnancy. At least I hope so.
Yeah.
If it's not there, I mean, he should be there for the birth.
That's even more problem.
Right. If as long as he was there for the birth, that I think is cool enough for him to be there. Cut the umbilical cord.
Yeah.
Put it on film. You got it. I mean, I filmed all my kids, so you film them, boop, 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 and then you skate out after that.
That's my thing. He could at least did like 4 hours there with the baby. Baby don't know what's going on. You was there for the delivery. To miss this game, like it looks like they're gonna win it, so it's not gonna be a big issue. But not to be there with your team, you trying to win a title. To me, that was a little goofy to me.
Yeah, I could have kind of agree with you. Smiley agreed with you too. He said he should have played. A couple other people said the same thing, that he should have played tonight. I agree. I would have played. I'd have hopped on the flight. If it was an earlier game and maybe you missed the birth, I mean, you missed the game because the birth happened around the same time the game was going on, that's understandable. That's a special moment for a father and child that lasts way after your basketball career.
Yeah.
But after the baby is born, it's time to be out. You need to have your bag. Your bag need to be over your shoulder. The camera in one hand, your bag on your shoulder. As soon as you're done, you're like, all right, I'm out.
He didn't have his priorities in. Well, I would guess he did. He did have his priorities, but it was. If I'm a teammate and we had lost this game, I'm mad at you. I'd have been mad at him like I was with,
No.
like you know how his boy was mad at him when he was coughing on everybody when he had COVID. I'd have been the same way. I'd have been pissed off just like that.
Well, they ain't going to need him tonight. What up, Karan Clark? They ain't going to need him tonight. Don't look like. Yeah, slow bias Harris. Denver not athletic. Porter's athletic. Gordon is athletic. Joker's not. Murray and Pope is. Denver has some athletes. Minnesota has size to play them. At least when Rudy was there. I'm not sure how they played him tonight. But when Rudy was there, the beautiful thing that they was able to do, strategically, they was able to put a big on Joker and then protect the lob. When you play like that, it's hard to Denver to get in their groove. One of their best plays is to run that lob play with Joker at the free throw line.
You know what I'll tell you what they're missing? They're missing the boy Bruce Brown. Bruce Brown was critical for them last year in that finals run.
He was huge. And
I know they couldn't sign him, so I think he went and signed with the Pacers. I think he signed with the Pacers, and the Pacers ended up trading him. But they traded him for Siakam, matter of fact. But he was pivotal last year. He hit them big threes. He was kind of like that Josh Hart in that squad. I think they missed him.
Probably so. Who'd he go with? Where'd he go to?
He was traded. He signed with the Indiana Pacers, and what happened was the Pacers traded him for Siakam midseason.
Okay, all right. Yeah, I mean he was balling for him last year.
Yeah,
that was huge. Jamal Murray got to step his game up too. He doing all this splashing against the Lakers and hitting game-winning shots. Right now, he got 2 points. I think he had 18 points last game, and Anthony had 43. That ain't gonna cut it. If your dude get 40, you need to get at least 30. Yeah. You need to get at least 30. So, yeah, he got to step it up. And now they getting waxed and only got 2. Right now, he 1 for 9, Jamal Murray is. Woo! Bruh.
This is they home.
Yeah, and they getting ran off their home court. They mess around and get swept.
They down 24. This don't look good at all.
It don't. All the people talking about Joker was this, that, and the third. And he right now, he getting manhandled. He only got 6 points. He 1 for what is he? He 3 for 5. That ain't bad, but he gotta get active.
Yeah, 5 shots.
He got 6 assists, 6 points, 4 rebounds, 6 assists.
All right, so
champs don't got get no excuses. I agree. They got to win. You got to win. You're the champ. You got to win.
We're gonna wrap this thing up. We want to do this real quickly. We just want to do a brief recap. We're gonna be on after every Knicks game. We're gonna get them some love. They showed us some love. All the New York people, all that crowd. They came on our pod. So we appreciate the support. So y'all took game 1. So what next game? Wednesday?
Y'all should bring in TJ McConnell, Greg. That's who y'all should bring in all season. Bring in TJ. Bring in TJ McConnell. And Toby. Bring in TJ and Toby.
That'd be nice.
I can't hate on TJ though. You put a little.
Wednesday we tell you who should come back and who should leave in 6 seasons.
All right, y'all. Deuces. Appreciate y'all coming through.
All right, like, comment,
subscribe. Hit that like. Just give us a thumbs up on the way out the door. On the way out the door. It don't cost you nothing. Just hit that like. Deuces.
Y'all can follow us. Y'all can follow us on Twitter and YouTube and Facebook. The whole 9. We out.